Love yours. No such thing. No such thing as a life that's better.
Hey vlog, welcome to my channel. My name is Sanai, or you can call me Sin. Happy New Year, thanks for tuning in. And to start the year off, I wanted to do a story time. And this story time is about the time I got flew out. So we got the hookah, we got some wine. So we gonna get into it. So let me just start off by saying that this shit is going to be blissful. This situation happened in 2022, so 2 years ago. So we're gonna get into it. Hookah busting, so we good. So the story time on how I got flew out. It all started with me talking to this guy. He's from my hometown. I'm not name dropping. We're gonna make up a name for him. His name is Michael. So I had a crush on Michael for a little minute now, and Michael is about to have a baby, and also he is in a process of leaving town for a little bit for his career. So me and Michael been talking back and forth a little bit, and I end up going out for my brother Trey's birthday. As always, y'all know Trey be having me lit. This night, after I leave there, we supposed to go to the bar, supposed to hang out, whatever. So we end up hanging out the next day, and the next day so happens to be my mother's birthday. So we went out, we got crabs and whatever. So we started getting a little serious a little bit. Not really serious, but we was feeling each other. Like, he was definitely a vibe. Like, I was comfortable with him. So he was telling me, like, you know, I know that you work every other weekend, and when I'm away, I really want you to come down and visit me. So mind you, this he telling me this in like October, like right before he's about to leave for real. So I'm like, dang. So then some other stuff came out about Michael that I was unaware of. So I know about one baby. Turns out it was more than one. I'm not gonna say how many. So that was that. I went on ahead, y'all. I did my photo shoot for my birthday. It was nice, all of this. And after I had found out it was more than one child that he had, I just left it alone. Like, I'm not gonna talk to him again. Like, it's a new year. Like, we ain't really, like, we was talking, but not really like that. So when he finally, he hits me up in the new year. He like, I see you doing good with your business, whoop whoop. He like, I still want you to come down for a weekend. I'm like, okay, cool. So before I goes down there, it's gonna ruffle somebody's feathers, but this is a story time. Do not get mad at me for spilling the tea and telling the truth, because that's what I'm here to do, and it's my story. So one of my homegirls, somebody I'm really close with too, and it really made me mad because me and her had a falling out about this situation. She goes and gets a service done by the BM. And she comes back and she tells me, Sanaya, you don't need to mess with him. They about to be moving together and da-da-da-da-da, all that stuff. Back up a little bit. Because why would any female tell you anything bad about them that you don't know from a can of paint? Why would she tell you anything about her relationship with a person that she don't even know you? So that right there, I just was like, me and her had a falling out. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to really go into detail about it because I don't want her to get offended. Chloe, be quiet. So Let me take a drink because baby, that was a lot. My friend, we end up falling out a little bit, and we're good now, yo. We good. We cool. We good. I love her to death. Like, we got years in type shit. So this little argument, it went over. It rolled over. So anyway, after that happened, he's texting me. He like, "Alright, I want you to. When can you get down here? Like, when can you get down here?" So I'm telling him, I'm like, I'm off this weekend, you know. So he like, alright. He booked my flight. He was like, I think you should get a rental car. You need a rental car. I'm like, you think I need a rental car? He like, you need a rental car. Now, where I'm at is you gotta have access to get on and off where I'm at. So it was a good idea for me to get a car. So he paid for my flight. He paid for the rental car. He sent me the money. Everything was put in my name. And this was the perfect time to go because I just had got my tax money back. So I'm like, oh, we good. I didn't have to pay for nothing. When I say everything was paid for, everything was paid for. And this, mind you, this is not some random person I just met off the internet. This is somebody I was really dealing with before they left our hometown and to go where they needed to go for their career. So, cool. So that's what I do. I'm telling my grandma, like, yeah, I'm going down here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I didn't go nowhere out the country or nothing crazy like that, but I traveled to, like, it wasn't nothing like extravagant. I'm not going like that. I'm just going to sit here and say, but I did have a good time because I really unwind that weekend. I spent a lot of time by myself, but once he paid for everything, all I had to do was show up. Matter of fact, he did. The only thing I did pay for was my hotel room, and that wasn't that much for the 2 days that I had stayed. So everything else was good. My hotel wasn't that much because I had got a little discount and little stuff like that. Excuse me. So, and the crazy thing, y'all, when I went down there, I barely could see him because of all the stuff that he had to do and things like that. So I mainly was by myself, but like, he did feed me. The hotel had breakfast included. Y'all, I started to vlog it, but then I was like hesitant to like really vlog it because I didn't want nobody really know who the person was and try to figure it out and things like that, just to be in my business. So I wanted to record like the hotel and all that. I didn't do any of that just because I was just so in the moment of being where I was at, and I was grateful. But this trip also taught me that if a man wants to, he will. You do not have to remind anybody. You don't have to force anything. And that's a big thing that I want to take away from in 2024. You do not have to remind a person what to do, what they said they was going to do. If he wanted to, he will do it, sis. You don't have to remind no real man. So I respected him with that. And, you know, like I said, we ate, we chilled. You know, I was in a room by myself, which was fine with me. I was a little scared because I've never been out the country, not out the country, I'm sorry, out the states by myself. I traveled by myself. Like, this was really basically like a solo trip for me. And I was just so grateful that I had got time away because of so much that I deal with at home, like with my grandmother and me in school and I work and this, and I barely get a break. So it was just so rewarding, and it felt so good that I had done that. And then also, like, y'all probably like, well, do you still talk to him? We kind of talk here and there, but it really didn't go anywhere further. And I don't think it's because neither one of us wanted to, but I think it's just because of his circumstances and my circumstances. So that's pretty much, I would say, why. And I actually was gonna go down there again a second time, but I don't know what happened. I don't remember because it's been so long. But I I enjoy myself. And ladies, I just want y'all to know to never settle. Never settle. Never, 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 ever settle for nobody. If they ain't meeting your standards, if they ain't making you happy, if they not adding to your table, if they can't fix your table, leave them alone. It is men out here that will and that want to. You do not have to apply any pressure on no real man. If he want to do it, he's going to do it. You do not have to remind him. I did not sit here and hit him up and be like, oh, well, I thought you was going to fly me out. No. I let him reach out to me and let him come through and see if he's going to deliver on his word. I ain't had to remind him. He really cared about me. He really did fuck with me. So I didn't have to do no extra. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta hold yourself to a caliber, a high caliber. I'm telling you, do not settle for less. If somebody don't know your worth, it is not your job to teach them. It is not your job to teach them. Like I just told somebody that I'm cool with. Why keep working for a job? You working so hard for a job, and you like, oh, I'm gonna hurry up and get this raise, and you get your incentive, you get your merit raise for the year, and that shit ain't even $5, $3, it's 50 cents. You stand somewhere that's not paying you your worth. So why the hell would you stay in a relationship that ain't worth your time, that ain't giving you what you want to do? And this another thing, ladies. If somebody can't love you in your love language, not their love language, you in your love language, let them go. It is men out here that will and that want to. They want to see you succeed. They want to be with you. They're gonna go that extra mile for you. You ain't gonna have to do no extra. Ain't no man gonna feed you no lies. He gonna come at you with the whole truth. If I lose you, then that's on me. But I took that chance and let you choose on what you wanted to deal with and what you did not deal with. And that's why I dealt with that person, because he didn't lie to me. He gave me the option, like, look, this is what's going on. Even after I found out it was more than one child, we still had a conversation, and he was transparent about his answer, you know? So it is what it is. But he let me decide whether or not I wanted to sit up there and deal with it. And I respect him for that. I'ma forever respect him. Even if I never see him again, whatever, I'ma forever respect him for that shit, because he did not have to. I've dealt with men that have lied and said, oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that and da-da-da-da-da. They ain't did nothing. And guess what? I ain't gonna be the one to remind you on what to do and how to do it and where to do it, or none of that. None of that. And the crazy thing is, y'all, he was younger than me. He wasn't even an older dude. He wasn't no sugar daddy or nothing like that. Like, he was just a regular dude. Like, just regular. Like, he ain't really do too much. He funny, you feel me? But he wasn't no flashy dude. I don't like flashy dudes. So if you see me with somebody, even on my channel, I don't care if it's a hand or whatever, it's not nobody flashy. Now, the last person that y'all kind of saw in my last vlog, that's another story for another day. We're going to talk about that. But y'all, I thank y'all for tuning into my story time. I hope that y'all enjoyed. And I just gave y'all the tea. Oh, whoa. Let me wind back. So, on the way to the airport, my sister Bianca, the one y'all seen in my birthday vlog that got me the banner that said happy 26th birthday, she's taking me to the airport, and my ex ended up texting me like, I hope you have a good trip. And the thing is, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, my ex picked me up from the airport. He picked me up. I'm like, can you come get me? And my ex, he used to do anything I asked him to do. Like, really, like, after we broke up, it was like he was really trying to put the work in, but I mentally and physically had checked out already. Like, we were together for like 4 or 5 years, so that was that. But he would still come through if I needed him to, and I appreciate that. So yeah. But like I said, y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning into my story time. I hope that y'all enjoy. I hope that y'all like, subscribe, comment. If you ever almost got flew out, if you have been flew out, comment below. Let me know like what was the tea, because we could get into it. But I just always want y'all to know, for 2024, ladies, don't settle. Don't open your legs for nobody. If the vibe ain't right, if it's off, let it go. Leave it alone. Let go and let God. And that's one thing I'm always say. Make sure y'all in that Bible and in your bag. Okay? Because you are what you attract. And sometimes you're not. Sometimes God puts people in your life so that you can give them that love that they need. Because everybody don't know how to love properly. But also, it is not your job to heal a broken man, an unhealed man. That ain't your job, sis. If he broken and he coming with baby mama drama and problems and things of that sort, and he trying to, oh, she this and she that, that's a red flag. Leave him alone. If he talking bad about this baby mother, leave him alone. That's a red flag. Don't sit there and be like, oh, well, he told me. He's going to tell you whatever they want or whatever they think is right, just so they can get in between them legs. So don't believe that. Stand strong on your word. Stand on business. We standing on business 2024. If you need to be celibate for 90 days, 80 days, 100 days, the whole 365 days, do what you gotta do. But understand this. Do not settle for less, because there is a man out here that will and wants to. Y'all have a good and blessed day, night, whatever time y'all watching this. Like I said, I am so thankful for y'all for tuning in. And I love y'all. I'll see y'all in my next vlog.